Hey, this is Maureen Campiola from Breakthrough Your Money BS, and I'm here today to talk about step 4 in the 12 steps to financial freedom. And step 4 is all about budgeting and the belief in using a budget. Now, I have been using a budget for many, many years. I have not used a budget my whole life, and in fact, I used a budget several years ago before I was on the brink of bankruptcy, and then sort of fell off the wagon and then started using budgeting techniques again when I said, you know what, I don't want to go bankrupt, I don't want to file bankruptcy, I need to get my financial situation in order, and realized at that point that I really needed to get a handle on my budget. And so I'd say, you know, for the past 9 years or so, I've been using a budget pretty faithfully. And budgeting is a really essential tool in getting a hold of your financial situation. I remember when I was trying to come up with the number for, you know, going out to dinner with friends and entertainment kinds of costs in my budget, because that's one area that a lot of people sort of just like forget about when they're budgeting. They're like, oh, here's my mortgage, here's my rent, here's my gas, here's my car payment, and they forget to add in things like, well, going out to eat or going to the movies. And so what I did was I added up all of the money that I had spent on going out to dinner. And in my mind, I had a completely different figure than what was actually on paper. And I remember when I looked at that number initially, I totally freaked out. I could not believe that I was spending the kind of money that I was spending on eating out. And it was one of the first areas that I made drastic changes in my budget. And to this day, I still, you know, I don't eat out tons, but I'm very, very realistic, and I say I have so much money to spend on eating out, and I'm not going to go over that budget. And sometimes I say, you know what, no eating out at all for a while, because I want to take that money and maybe utilize it in a different way. But the first thing about budgeting that you have to know is that you have to know what the real numbers are. So when you sit down to develop your budget, make sure that you look at your past behavior. Get out that checkbook, that register, or if you're banking online or you're using something like QuickBooks, the tools inside of it help you to sort of put all that together real quick. You can run a report, you can see exactly where your money's being spent. But you have to look at where you've been in order to come up with a realistic budget. Don't just say, well, here's my budget, I'm only going to spend $1,000 on my rent, when your rent is really $1,200, okay? You've got to use the real numbers, folks. So step 4, using a budget. We believe in using a budget. I know, and I can attest to you, that budgeting has really helped me gain control of my financial situation. So get out there, get your budget, take a look at what you've done in the past, form a real realistic budget. Once you see what the numbers are, you'll be able to make better choices about where you want to spend your money and how you want to spend your money. Okay? So until then, till the next time when I come back for step 5, I'm Maureen Campiola from Breakthrough Your Money BS. See you next time. Bye-bye.